Hello everyone, this side Poonam Grover from St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Farooqnagar, Gurugram. Today I start my video with VHDL and digital system design, which are beneficial for both ETC and CSE 6 semester students. Today I start with my topic which are based upon your VHDL and digital system design. That is, first is called your entity declaration plus your architecture body. Any model or any design that are concerned with your entity declaration plus architecture body. So when we design any logic circuit, suppose we design a AND gate with the help of your VHDL language. So for designing the AND gate with the help of your coding, you start first with your entity declaration part. The second one is your architecture part. As per the diagram of your AND gate, how you can see AND gate having two input and one output. Suppose I want to say uh, AND gate with two input, one is A, other is called your B. As per the figure show here, AND gate having two input and one output. And the entity declaration part give me the information about how the entity should be connected to your external world. So in that case, the entity declaration part give me the information about port through which we connect to your external world. And the second one is called your architecture body. Architecture body give me the detailed description about your end gate. It means how the end gate will be work, and what is the function of your end gate. And the entity declaration part note give me the information about the gate, what will do after functioning the on various statements. So the all of the VHDL phenomena that should be covered with the help of three molding style. The first one is called your data flow, second one is called your structural, and third one is called your behavior. In data flow we use the concurrent assignment statement. In structural we use the declarative part plus your statement part, and your behavioral we use the sequential statement. In three of which the best molding style is your behavior molding style. Then we start with your first topic, that is called your entity declaration. Entity declaration, what do you mean by entity declaration? A hardware description of digital system is called entity. Entity specify the external view and one or more internal view of the system. The external view specify the interfacing port of the device through which it communicate with the outside world or with other entities. So the entity declaration part having mainly four construct. The first is called your entity declaration, second one is called your architecture body, and the third one is called your configuration declaration, and the last one is called your package. A hardware description of a digital system, an entity must have an entity declaration, at least one architecture body. Entity declaration describe how an entity is connected to outside world. Sorry. It describes the external view of the entity. External view of the entity. Entity declaration specify the name of the entity. It also specify the input and output port through which entity communicate with the external world, but entity declaration part does not specify what the entity is going to do. So entity give me the information about only port through which we connect to your external world. It means any gate which we can design through your language. That language is concerned with your three molding style. The one is called your data flow, structural, and behavior. Any molding style follow some uh, that should be differentiate with one another by the architecture body. In architecture body, as we can see that in data flow we can use concurrent assignment statement, in structural we can use declarative and your statement part, in behavioral we can use sequential statement. So as per the statement used in your architecture part, you can differentiate three of the molding style with one another, but the entity declaration part is common for all of these molding style. इट मीन्स अगर आपने एंड गेट को डिजाइन करना है चाहे डाटा फ्लो से, चाहे स्ट्रक्चरल से, चाहे बिहेवियर से, लेकिन उसके अंदर जो एंटी डिक्लेरेशन पार्ट होगा वो सभी के लिए सेम तरह से डिजाइन किया जाएगा। लेकिन अगर आप आर्किटेक्चर बॉडी को डाटा फ्लो से लिख रहे हैं, स्ट्रक्चरल से लिख रहे हैं या बिहेवियर से लिख रहे हैं, तो वो तीनों के अंदर क्या होगा, आपका स्टाइल क्या होगा, डिफरेंट होगा। इट मीन्स एंटिटी डिक्लेरेशन पार्ट इज कॉमन फॉर ऑल, बट द आर्किटेक्चर पार्ट इज डिफरेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ थ्री. So the entity having four of the port, the one is called your in, other is called your out, third one is called your in out, and last one is called your buffer. So in the port can only be read within the entity and its architecture, and the out, this port can only be written. In out, this port can be read or written, and this is useful for modeling bus system. And buffer, the port can be read or written, each post must have one driver. So when we these port in out buffer use in your program, that should be covered very appropriately, and that phenomena will be you can say I can explain in the later part of the video. How you can use in out and buffer in your entity declaration part. So firstly, I start the entity declaration with the help of one example that is called your AND gate, in which you are seeing that AND gate having two input and one output. In two input, that is A and B its input and Z its output. Then how you can declare an entity for an AND gate, that should be described with the help of an examples. Suppose you can declare the end, then you can define the entity that is called your entity declaration part, which is common for three of the molding style like data flow, structural and behavioral. So how you can declare an entity for any digital circuit? If you design an entity declaration for end, you can write entity end to is. If you design entity declaration for half header, you can write entity half header is. If you design entity declaration for 2 ratio 4 decoder, then same you can write entity 2 ratio 4 decoder is. And as per the diagrammatically figure, you can check which one is your input port and which one user output port. According to this, you can declare the entity. So according to figure, you are seeing that your AB as an input port and Z as an output port. So as per the figure, you can write here entity N2 is you define the end with your name N2, in which having two inbit and one outbit. Then port AB as an inbit and Z as an outbit. Then last you write and entity 2. This is the most useful statement which you can use in your entity declaration part. If you note and your entity, then these phenomena continue in the later part of the programs, and that note give your desired results. So in AND gate port, Z as an output port with the name and mode of port, we have to mention its data type of the value they can hold. If as per the knowledge of your digital system, that A and B both are bit type, it means bit is a predefined type in VHDL, and in above example the bit type data is 0 or 1 and can either comes out from in and output ports of an AND gate. Again, we'll also seeing one more example which are based on your half adder. As seen in your figure, in half adder you can add 2 bit, ठीक है, and you can getting two results, that is sum and carry. Suppose we are having 2 bit in which both are 0, then sum will be 0 and carry will also be 0. If you change your input according to sum and carry will change its output. So in that case, A B, if suppose A is 1 and B is 0, then sum 1 and carry 0. Again A is 0 and B is 1, then sum 1 and carry is 0. Again A and B both are 1. In that case, as per the logical configuration, sum is equal to 1 and carry is also equal to 1. And the next part coming with your how you declare the entity with of an half adder. So you can entity declaration part is common for three of the molding style. So that's why here we mention entity half adder is, then having seen the diagrams, AB as an input and sum and carry as an output. So also here we also mention entity half adder is port A and B as an input and sum and carry as an output. And last you mention end half adder with semicolon close. If you note here use the semicolon, then in that case that anti-declaration part is not end for the architecture part. It means that phenomena is also used in the later part of the program, or you can say architecture body. So, which phenomena or which ports, input and output port used in the architecture body, that should be at least one time declare as per the entity declaration part. So, as in your architecture body, you can follow three of the modeling style. The one is called your data flow model, second one is called your behavior, and third one is called your structural, and last one is called your mixed modeling style. So as in data flow model, you can follow with your concurrent assignment statement. In behavioral, you can follow with your sequential, and in structural, you can follow with the interconnected component, or you can say that should be defined. One is called your declarative part and other one is called your statement part. So today I only cover the topic that is data flow modeling style, which are totally based upon the concurrent style statement. Means you can define any digital circuit with the help of anti-declaration and architecture body. And the architecture body give me the information about how the entity should be work and what is the function of an entity held by its circuits. So in architecture part, as you mentioned, that the structural type modeling is a set of interconnected component, but the concurrent assignment statement which we can use in your data flow, and the sequential assignment statement which we can use in your behavioral type modeling, or any combination of these will be follow in your mixed programming style. So if you write the architecture part of an N2, then first you declare the entity by your declaratory part, as discussed in my previous video, that how you can declare the entity of an AND gate. After that you can define the architecture body. Then how you can write the architecture body in a standard statement, that is firstly you can write the architecture with entity name, that is called your N2, and which of the following modeling style use in architecture body, that is data flow. If you mention here behavioral, then you can use the behavior modeling style. If you mention structural, then you can use a structural modeling style. And of and to is. But today in my video I only discuss the data flow modeling style. So here we mention only data flow modeling style. Then start with your begin, that is begin your program. After that you can write a statement, that is a concurrent assignment statement, which will assign the result to your z until a and b requiring some bit predefined bit. If you can assign the value to your a and b, then it gives the final result to your z. It means z will not getting the result until a and b is on some event. So that's why it is a concurrent assignment statement. The data flow model of n2 is described by using concurrent single assignment statement. Concurrent single assignment statement are executed whenever there is an event on any signal present in the right side on the expression. The value of the right hand side expression is computed and assigned to target signal on left hand side. After that, you can properly write the program with the help of anti-declaration plus your architecture body for an N2. That program write in one of the most useful software, that is Xilinx. Xilinx is used for designing the digital system, and you can write the program for your N2. After that, you run the program, and in VHDL we can use the two tool. One is called your simulation, and then other one is called your synthesis. Simulation tool give me the information about your waveforms, and the synthesis tool related to your circuit diagram of your AND gate. So if you're getting the result is in the waveform, then simulation tool will be work, and that waveform you can analyze that particular waveform as per the truth table of AND gate. If that waveform give your proper results, in that case you can get the final result. So as per in the figure, your A is 1 and B is also 1, so result will be 1. Here your A is 0, B is 1, and the result will be 0 for your AND gate. So in that case you can get the final result. So you can you can see that your waveform is as per your analysis will be okay, and then you can produce a final result in the form of circuit diagram plus your waveform. Again, one more example we see here. You can write the half adder with data flow modeling style. Here we mention you can getting the two outputs, sum and carry. So sum as per the figure, sum is equal to A XOR B and carry is equal to A and B. So we can write the two statement here in the architecture part of an half adder. Then sum is assigning with the value A XOR B and carry assigning with the value A and B. So here we use a signal assignment operator which can assign the value of A and B to your sum, and here the A and B with your carry. And lastly you mention N half adder, which of the modeling style you can use, that is data flow N, then semicolon close. It means semicolon is compulsory to statement which are executed at once in the statement part. If that, it means sum and carry is a concurrent assignment statement which can produce its result random fashion. Its order is not fixed, so it can make some time more times. How it can take more times, I see explain with the help of our delay phenomena. Suppose if you say that in data flow we can use concurrent assignment statement, in that case you mention here sum is equal to A XOR B after 15 nanosecond. It means in carry you don't mention any delay. It means carry will produce the result at the standard time, you can say t, but the sum produce a result at t plus 15 nanosecond. It means after carry you can getting the result of the sum. So as per the write the statement, you can getting the result first sum then carry, but due to the delay you can getting the result first carry then getting the result of sum. It means in which the order of the statement execution is not fixed, so that some time take more times in the time of execution. So that type of modeling style will be recover with the help of your behavior modeling style, which we can discuss in the later part of the video. Here we explain one more example, that is 2:4 decoder is. So in case of your 2:4 decoder, as seen in your diagrams, we mention here two NOT gate having two inputs A and B, and one of the inputs here mentioned, that is A bar and that is B bar, due to that negative logic. And here you can mention 2:4, so that's why 2 input and 4 output. So the Z3 as per the figure is A, B, and you are enable, and Z2 is a B bar, A and enable, and Z1 is equal to here enable, B and A bar, and Z0 is A bar, B bar, and enable. So that's why we are getting your final circuit for your decoder. So as per your execution of the that inputs through your that output, you can write some concurrent assignment statement in your architecture part. So for the architecture body of an decoder, you can write, firstly, I note mention in my slides how you can declare the entity for an 2:4 decoder is. Then how you can declare, that is in which having two input bit and four output bit. So in that case, you can define the entity with the help of entity 2:4 decoder is, then port bracket start, then you can mention A and B as an in bit, semicolon close, then you mention Z0, Z1, Z0, comma Z1, comma Z2 and Z3 are the out bit, bracket close, semicolon close, and lastly you mention and 2:4 decoder is. So entity declaration part is common for three of the modeling style, that is data flow, structural, and behavioral. And we also clear the architecture part with your data flow modeling, that is how you can write for the architecture part of 2:4 decoder is architecture decoder, which of the modeling style you can use, that is data flow of 2:4 decoder is. And the figure note showing your signal, that is A bar and B bar, that is in between, these are the input or these are the out bit, but these are not specified as an in bit or as an out bit. So as in our architecture part of a data flow modeling of 2:4 decoder is, that should be defined with the help of one of the most useful statement, that is called your signal. It means which parameter is not came under in your in and out bit, that should be defined with your A bar and B bar is your bit type defined as an signal. But before defining the signal, you note give me the information about what is A bar and what is B bar. So that is a one of the main disadvantage occur in the later part of this session. How you can see here, you clearly mention Z3 is not of A and B and enable, and four of the statement which are discussed earlier in the diagram. Also, we mention here same Z3, Z0, Z2, and Z1, but the B bar is not of B and A bar is not of A, and that A bar and B bar we define here before begin. So but note that is a part of your concurrent assignment statement, means we are assigning the right hand side value, and after some delay that value should be calculated and assigned with Z3, Z0, Z2, and Z1. So uh, you can mention here one of the example, we can say drawback, which we can cover in decoder with the help of data flow modeling style, that is Z0 मेंशन नोट ऑफ ए बार। आपने मैं आपको इजीली वैसे बताती हूँ कि आपने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है Z0 इज नोट ऑफ ए बार बी बार एंड एनेबल, लेकिन व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ए बार एंड बी बार? You not define here in the signal. You only mention a bar and b bar. You are not mention b bar is not of b and a bar is not of a. So that's why आपने जब उसको पहले डिफाइन ही नहीं किया तो इसको कब पता चलेगा कि इसको एग्जीक्यूट, तो ये एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं होगी इंस्ट्रक्शन। तो सबसे पहले कौन सी होगी आपकी ए बी, देन ए बार बी बार एंड अनेबल। ये दोनों जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है वो आपकी डिले में चली जाएंगी। तो अगर इनको एग्जीक्यूट होने से पहले मिलता है नोट ऑफ बी तो ये एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएंगी। अगर नहीं मिलता तो क्या होगा कि पहले आपकी जो स्टेटमेंट है वो रेंडमली फैशन से एग्जीक्यूट होगी, क्योंकि उसने पहले ये नहीं बताया कि बी बार क्या है और ए बार क्या है। So that is the most you can say cumbersome disadvantage in your data flow modeling style. In data flow modeling style you can use the concurrent assignment statement which are executed in a random fashion. Its order is not fixed and it is came under in some delay. So due to delay it can give the final result not at the appropriate time. So in our modeling style we are avoid this type of designing which are done with your data flow. We are mainly concerned with your behavioral modeling style. That modeling style is very, you can say, very useful to design the VHDL circuits in very easy way. सो हेयर वी आल्सो मेंशन कि अगर आपने किसी का टाइम फिक्स कर दिया है टी पे, तो जो बाकी इंस्ट्रक्शन है कुछ डिले टी प्लस के बाद एग्जीक्यूट होंगी तो वो डिले उसके अंदर ऐड होता जाएगा। तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि जब डिले ऐड होता गया तो जो प्रॉपर टाइम में इंस्ट्रक्शन को एग्जीक्यूट होना चाहिए था उसको प्रॉपर टाइम पे नोट ऑफ बी और नोट ऑफ ए नहीं मिला, तो उसको वेट करना पड़ा। उस वेटिंग के चक्कर में उसके अंदर क्या हो गया, यानी कि एक डिले ऐड हो गया। तो उस डिले को हम क्या करेंगे, रिड्यूस करने के लिए आप इस ए बार और बी बार को प्रोग्राम से अगर पहले ही डिफाइन करवा दें तो ये डिले आपका काउंटेबल में नहीं आएगा। तो दैट ड्रॉबैक विल बी रिकवर इन योर behavioral modeling style. So in that case we can easily, or you can say in a behavioral modeling style, that is one of the most phenomena use जिस चीज के ऊपर आपका बार बार जैसे मान लो ए एंड बी के ऊपर बार बार इवेंट अकर हो रहा है तो बिहेवियर के अंदर हम उस इवेंट्स को प्रोसेस के अंदर डाल देते हैं। तो प्रोसेस के अंदर डालने, सिग्नल की बजाय प्रोसेस के अंदर डालते हैं तो वो सेंसिटिविटी लिस्ट का पार्ट बन जाता है। तो जो स्टेटमेंट्स होती हैं वो एक सीक्वेंस के अंदर क्या होती हैं, आपकी एग्जीक्यूट होती हैं। तो दैट इज अ मेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन योर डाटा फ्लो एंड योर सीक्वेंस, और यू कैन से डाटा फ्लो एंड योर सीक्वेंशियल स्टाइल मॉडलिंग, और यू कैन से बिहेवियर स्टाइल मॉडलिंग। अब इस पैरामीटर के ऊपर आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस बनते हैं जो कि आपके एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बड़े बेनिफिशियल्स हैं। दैट इज आप ये कह सकते हैं कि आपको एग्जाम में क्या पूछा जा सकता है कि आप व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय एंटिटी डिक्लेरेशन and what do you mean by your architecture body and how the architecture body for any entity with an example, कि आप उसको एक एग्जांपल के थ्रू एक्सप्लेन कीजिए। या फिर आप ये कह सकते हैं कि आपकी जो 3 मोल्डिंग स्टाइल है उसके अंदर आपको अगर डिफरेंशिएट करना हो तो आप कैसे करेंगे, हाउ द 3 ऑफ द मोल्डिंग स्टाइल विल बी डिफरेंशिएट विद ईच अदर, एंड दैट पॉइंट विल बी कैलकुलेटेड इन द लेटर पार्ट ऑफ द वीडियो व्हिच वी कैन शेयर अर्लियर सून। सो आपको ये टॉपिक बड़े अच्छे से क्लियर हो जाएंगे। अगर फिर भी आपको कुछ डाउट लगता है तो आप मेरे से पूछ सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर माय वीडियो एंड थैंक यू सो मच।